Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily Life English Podcast. I'm your host, Lily.
And I'm Mark. Today, we're diving into something everyone experiences, no matter where you're from, making new friends and having those first meeting conversations.
Oh, yeah, this is a big one. Everyone wants to make friends, but starting that first chat can feel awkward, right?
Totally. Sometimes it's hard to know what to say, or you worry about making a good impression.
Exactly. I used to overthink it a lot, like, what if I say something silly? Or what if the person doesn't want to talk? I know that feeling, but I think most of the time, people do want to talk. They just need someone to take the first step.
Yeah. And when you think about it, friendships usually start with something very small. A smile, hi, or a short question.
That's so true. It's amazing how a simple hello can lead to years of friendship.
Absolutely. Do you remember any time when you met someone for the first time and later became really close friends?
Oh, yes. Actually, one of my closest friends now was someone I met at a workshop. I sat next to her and I just said, "Hi, is this seat taken?" She smiled and said no. Then we started talking about the topic of the class, and by the end, we were laughing together.
That's awesome. So natural. That's how it should be. Nothing forced, just a small conversation that grows naturally.
Exactly. And I think one of the keys is genuine interest. When you really listen to someone and care about what they're saying, they feel comfortable around you.
Right. Listening is so underrated. Some people think making friends means talking a lot, but it's really about listening and connecting.
Yes, when you ask follow-up questions, it shows you're paying attention. Like, if someone says, "I love playing guitar," you can respond, "That's cool. How long have you been playing?"
Exactly. That keeps the conversation flowing, and people love talking about their passions.
They really do. And when someone feels heard, they open up more.
So true. You know, I think one of the biggest fears people have during first meetings is running out of things to say.
Oh, yes, the awkward silence.
Yeah. But honestly, silence doesn't have to be awkward. Sometimes it's just a short pause. You can always pick up the conversation again by changing the topic slightly.
For sure. You can ask about the surroundings or something you both can see. Like, this cafe has a nice atmosphere, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or even compliment something simple like, "That's a nice jacket. Where did you get it?" It's friendly, not too personal.
Exactly. And people usually respond positively to compliments. It makes them feel good.
Right. But, of course, the tone matters. You have to sound genuine.
Definitely. People can tell when you're just saying things to fill the silence.
So true. I once met someone at a party. I didn't know anyone there. I was standing near the food table, feeling a bit awkward, and someone next to me said, "Wow, the snacks here are amazing." That small comment led to a whole conversation about food, cooking, and travel.
That's such a great example. It shows how simple things can start real connections.
Yeah, and we actually became friends afterward. We still meet for lunch sometimes.
That's awesome. Sometimes it's just about being open. You never know who you'll meet.
Exactly. And I think another thing to remember is don't judge people too quickly.
Oh, yes, that's a big one. Sometimes someone seems quiet or distant, but they're just shy.
Right. When I first met one of my best friends, I thought he didn't like me because he barely spoke. But later he told me he was just nervous.
I've had that happen too. First impressions aren't always accurate.
Definitely. So, Lily, if someone is really shy, how do you think they can start making new friends?
Good question. I'd say start small. You don't need to walk into a big crowd and talk to everyone. Just focus on one person at a time. Smile, say hello, ask something simple.
That's great advice.
And if you feel too shy to talk, you can start with a friendly gesture, like offering help or even sitting near people and listening for a while before joining the conversation.
Yeah. You can also join activities where you'll naturally meet people, like clubs, volunteer groups, or sports.
Exactly. Shared activities create natural conversation topics.
Right. Like, if you join a cooking class, you can ask, "Have you cooked this dish before?" or "What's your favorite recipe?"
Yes, and before you know it, you're chatting comfortably.
You know what else helps? Remembering people's names.
Oh, yes, that's so important. When someone remembers your name, it makes you feel special.
Exactly. It shows you care. When I meet someone new, I try to repeat their name right away. Like, nice to meet you, Lily.
That's a great trick. Repeating the name helps you remember it.
Totally. And later, when you see them again and say, hey, Lily, how have you been? They'll be pleasantly surprised.
That's such a warm gesture.
Yeah. It's all about those little things that build connection.
Speaking of little things, body language is also super important when meeting someone new.
Oh, 100%. A smile, open posture, eye contact, those are universal signs of friendliness.
Exactly. You don't need to say much if your body language is welcoming.
Yeah, crossing your arms or looking at your phone too much can make people think you're not interested.
Right. Sometimes people don't even realize how their body language affects communication.
Yeah. So, a small tip, when you're meeting someone, try to be fully present. Put your phone away, make eye contact, and listen actively.
Great advice. It shows respect and interest.
You know, I also think humor helps a lot in first meetings.
Definitely. A little laughter goes a long way.
Exactly. It relaxes both people and makes the moment enjoyable.
But of course, the humor should be light and kind, nothing offensive.
For sure. A funny observation or a small joke about something neutral works well.
Like if it's raining outside, you could say, I didn't bring an umbrella. Looks like the weather didn't get my memo.
Yeah, that's the kind of humor that makes people smile.
It also shows your personality.
Right. And that's important. Being yourself.
Yes, authenticity is the foundation of any friendship.
I agree. Sometimes people try too hard to impress others.
Yeah, but that usually doesn't work. It's better to be honest and natural.
Exactly. Because real friends appreciate you for who you truly are.
Absolutely. You know, sometimes friendships start in unexpected ways too.
Oh, yeah. Like bumping into someone. Literally.
Yes. Or helping someone who dropped something.
Or even online. I've met some amazing friends through hobby groups or language exchange platforms.
Same here. Online friendships can be just as meaningful.
Definitely. But, of course, safety and trust take time online, too.
Yes, it's always best to get to know people gradually.
You know, I think one of the reasons people struggle with making friends is fear of rejection.
That's true, but the truth is, rejection is normal. Not everyone will click with everyone, and that's okay.
Exactly. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you.
Right. Friendship is about chemistry. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not.
And forcing it doesn't help.
Totally. The best friendships happen naturally, with mutual effort.
Yeah. And consistency matters. You have to stay in touch, not just talk once and disappear.
Very true. Sending a quick message, checking in, it shows you care.
I love that. You know, sometimes even a small, "Hey, how are you doing?" can make someone's day.
Absolutely. Friendships grow through small, consistent actions.
Yeah. And once you've built that trust, it's easier to talk about deeper things.
Right. But it always starts with those first few conversations, being open, kind, and interested.
Exactly. That's why this topic is so important.
You know, Mark, let's imagine one more first meeting situation, maybe at a park or a social event.
Sure. Let's say we're both at a community picnic.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Mark. Is this your first time joining this event?
Hey, Mark, I'm Lily. Yeah, it is. It's such a nice day for a picnic, isn't it?
It really is. The weather's perfect. Have you tried any of the food yet?
Not yet, but it all looks delicious. I might grab some of those sandwiches soon.
Oh, you should. The pasta salad is great too. My friend made it.
Oh, really? That's awesome. I love homemade food at events like this.
Same here. So, are you from around here?
Yeah, I live just a few blocks away. How about you?
I moved here about a year ago. Still getting used to the city.
Oh, nice. Do you like it so far?
Yeah, I do. People are friendly and there's a lot to explore.
That's great. I can give you some recommendations if you want. There's a great cafe near the river.
That sounds amazing. I'd love that.
Perfect. See? Making new friends can be that simple.
Yep. Just start talking and see where it goes.
Exactly. It's all about being open to connection.
You know, I think at the end of the day, everyone just wants to feel seen and understood.
That's so true, Mark. Friendship starts when two people feel comfortable enough to be themselves.
Yeah. And once you build that comfort, everything else flows naturally.
So, to our listeners, don't be afraid to start that conversation. You never know. Your next hello could be the start of something beautiful.
Well said, Lily.
Thanks, Mark. This was such a great talk.
Definitely. I hope our listeners feel inspired to meet someone new today.
Me too. Remember, be kind, be curious, and be yourself.
Perfect closing words. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Until next time, take care and keep making new friends.
Bye.
Bye-bye.